In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to play I'm a Little Crabby. There will be a link for this game in the description of this video if you want to pick it up. As well, please be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. The object of the game is to catch more crabs than anyone else at the table. To start, form teams of 2 players each. If you're playing with an odd number of players, add a third player to one of the teams. Next, each team will discuss what their non-verbal signal is for indicating when someone on their team has collected 4 matching crab cards. You cannot use anything verbal or physically hidden to communicate with your teammate, and what you do must be visible to everyone at the table. Once everyone's returned to the table, each player should sit directly across from their teammate. An easy way to do this is to divide the table into 2 sides, side 1 and side 2. In this way, all players are able to sit across from their teammates regardless of how many teams are playing. After this, shuffle the deck and place it face down in the center of the table to form a draw pile. If you're playing with 2 or 3 teams, remove any 2 types of crab cards of your choice from the deck. Place the crab license next to the draw pile and leave space for a discard pile and 4 more crab cards, also known as the ocean. Give 2 crab tokens to each player and put 8 crab tokens on the table, forming the crab pot. Feel free to keep these in the box if you'd like. Deal 4 cards face down to each player and place 4 cards face up in the ocean area. Now you're ready to start the game. Each player will now attempt to collect 4 of the same crab cards in their hand. To start, pick one side of the table to go first, with the crabbing license pointing to that side. Counting down from 3, everyone on that side of the table will then simultaneously swap any card in their hand with a card from the ocean. There's no limit to the amount of cards that you can swap when it's your side's turn. Keep in mind that there should always be 4 cards in your hand, and there should also always be 4 cards in the ocean area. When you don't need any more cards from the ocean, simply place your cards face down in front of you. This indicates that you're done swapping. When everyone on that side of the table has laid down their cards, that side's turn ends. Rotate the crabbing license to point to the other side of the table, counting down from 3 to begin that side's round. Play continues like this for the rest of the game. If one side doesn't swap any cards during their round, discard all 4 cards in the ocean and lay down 4 new cards. If at any point the draw pile runs out, simply reshuffle the discard pile. When you've collected 4 of the same crab cards in your hand, you cannot say anything. Instead, try to communicate to your teammate using your secret signal. If your teammate notices, they must point at you and shout, "You're a little crabby." If they're correct and you have 4 matching crab cards, you get a point. Be sure to show your crab cards to everyone at the table. After this, discard your cards and draw 4 new cards. However, if your teammate calls you out and you don't have 4 matching crab cards, you lose a point. You do not have to discard your hand. Now, if an opposing player thinks that you're passing a signal, they can also point at you and say, "You're a little crabby," regardless of whether or not it's their side's turn. If you do in fact have 4 matching crab cards, you must give that opposing team 1 of your tokens. However, if they falsely accused you, steal 1 token from the opposing team. You do not have to show your cards. If 2 members of your team successfully accuse each other of being a little crabby within 1 second of each other, that team can collect 3 crab tokens from anywhere on the table, even from another team's token pile. Keep in mind that you and your teammate will add your crab tokens together at the end of the game. If at any point you owe a crab token but don't have one to give, take one from the crab pot to pay your debt. The game ends when the last crab token has been taken from the crab pot. The team with the most crab tokens wins the game. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. Take care, and I'll see you around.